There was a big announcement in our industry a couple of weeks ago. Anthropic announced a Claude for life sciences, basically. And they actually highlighted you guys as like a power user, for lack of a better term. Tell us about that. What are you doing that's like such a good fit with that?
Yeah, so we were fortunate to be selected as one of the early users and testers of their Claude Sciences platform. You can think of it as a layer that sits on top of their frontier model and really built for scientists to be able to do the kind of workflow scientists need to do. It's really good for integrating insights from literature, doing analyses. It's really good at tracking. And so the origin of us coming together was, Anthropic was aware of us and that we were doing really compelling science at very high scales of data, taking on these kind of very ambitious projects like mapping and trying drugs against hundreds and thousands of receptors in the body. And so we were this sort of ideal group to potentially really stress test this system. And they also, we've also been building our own systems internally on top of these frontier models. Since we generate just massive amounts of data, the only way we can stay on top of this is if we can enable our scientists to really be able to interact with this data in the natural language kind of way that we're now getting used to with the AI wave.
Yeah.
So it was great to be able to use that first platform. We were able to give nice feedback. Hopefully that allows them to build even more compelling features that can help others.
All right. And speaking of models, you're building your own protein model. How's that going?
Yeah, we've had our own protein design model. It's called EMBER, which stands for Manifold Binder Engineering Refinement. So last year we announced this. We published the largest scale validation that's ever been done for one of these models. It was actually over 1 million designed antibodies with our model, and that we tested all of them directly in an experiment system. At that time, we described the data experiments in these in vitro systems, this kind of all by all 100 million data point experiment. And we've also in parallel been taking those inputs into our in vivo systems, which we haven't shared as much about that publicly. And we also open source that model. So folks are actually able to go and use it and try it out. And we've seen nice adoption of folks trying it out, recognizing it's quite easy to use. We've been making really good progress on the model. So we're working on a next version of it that is already showing really nice results internally. So stay tuned for a little more news on the next level of capabilities there.
All right.